Namaste friends. In this video, we are going to discuss on constitutional development of Nepal. As we know, Nepal altogether got 7 constitutions in its political development. We can make separate video on each constitution, but I am not gonna do that. From exam point of view, I only covered those basic information about this constitution which is required to answer the 10 mark question, which can we write in 18 minutes. Let's talk on Government of Nepal Act 2004. This is the first constitution of Nepal, promulgated in 2004, Mark 13 BS by Rana Prime Minister Padma Shamsher. It had 6 parts, 68 articles and 1 schedule. The basic provision of this constitution is powerful Rana Prime Minister, bicameral legislature, Pradhan Nyayalaya as apex court. From constitutionalism point of view, this constitution tried to legitimate autocratic Rana rule. That's why this is the weak constitution. But this constitution was never implemented. Interim Government of Nepal Act 2007 was second constitution in our political development, but this constitution is first constitution which was implemented. This constitution was promulgated on 2007 Chaitra 29 BS by King Tirubhuvan. It had 7 parts, 73 articles and 3 schedules. This constitution envisioned to make new constitution by Constituent Assembly. That's why this is for temporary arrangement. That's why it called Interim Constitution. In this constitution, the basic provision was executive power in King, Advisory Assembly, Pradhan Nyayalaya as apex court, Election Commission, Auditor General, Public Service Commission as constitutional body. These are the basic provision of this constitution. From constitutionalism point of view, power was centralized in the hand of king by various amendment. That's why this is also weak constitution. Constitution of Kingdom of Nepal 2015 was the first document termed as constitution. Previous 2 documents, though we called them constitution, but actually they didn't term themselves as constitution. But this Constitution of Kingdom of Nepal 2015 was first document which termed itself as constitution. This constitution was promulgated on 2015 Phagun 1 by King Mahendra. It has 10 parts, 77 articles and there was no schedules. Sir Ivan Jennings from United Kingdom came to Nepal to assist the constitution making process as an expert. The basic provision of this constitution are the king, council of ministers, parliamentary system, bicameral legislature, Supreme Court, Public Service Commission, Auditor General as constitutional body. These are the basic feature of the constitution. From constitutionalism point of view, this constitution tried to embrace basic feature of constitutionalism. However, the king have excessive power, though we can regard a positive attempt from constitutionalism development in Nepal. Constitution of Nepal 2019 was the constitution of Panchayat regime. This constitution was promulgated in 2019 Push 1 by King Mahendra. The basic component of the constitution was provision of king, cabinet, unicameral legislature, national panchayat, provision of Supreme Court, constitutional bodies. These are the basic feature of this constitution. From the constitutionalism point of view, this constitution is designed to institutionalize autocratic rule of king. That's why from the constitutionalism doctrine, this is the weak constitution. Also, we can say regressive constitution. Constitution of Kingdom of Nepal 2047. This constitution institutionalized the restoration of democracy in 2046 BS. This constitution promulgated in 2047 Kartik 23 by King Birendra. It had 23 parts, 133 articles and 3 schedules. This constitution had 2 pillars: constitutional monarchy and multi-party democracy. From constitutionalism point of view, this constitution adopts separation of power and basic value of democracy. That's why this constitution was relatively good. As many people thought this was the excellent constitution, why this constitution is failed? The failure of the constitution is this constitution was rigid constitution, never been amended, and this constitution didn't embrace inclusiveness. That's why large sector of people didn't took ownership of this constitution. That's why it failed. Interim Constitution of Nepal 2063. This constitution is a document of compromise between 7 parliamentarian parties and Maoist rebellions. This constitution promulgated in 2063 Mark 1 by Parliament. It had 25 parts, 176 articles and 4 schedules. The basic feature of this constitution was the provision of President, Council of Ministers, Constituent Assembly, organized legislature, independent judiciary, constitutional bodies. From constitutionalism point of view, this constitution adopted basic value of democracy and separation of power. This constitution is important step toward the peace building and inclusiveness. At that time, the first Constituent Assembly, which was also work as legislature, was the exemplary representation of all community and sectors. That's why this was big step toward inclusiveness. This constitution came for until the Constituent Assembly promulgate new constitution. That's why this constitution also called Interim Constitution. Constitution of Nepal. This is our present constitution. We have to read detail about this constitution, so we will discuss further in next videos. But from this development of constitution point of view, we only cover certain feature of this present constitution of Nepal. This constitution is the first constitution written by people's representative, promulgated on 2072 Assos 3 BS by Constituent Assembly. It has 35 parts, 308 articles and 9 schedules. Federal Democratic Republican System, bicameral legislature in center, unitary judiciary, constitutional bodies. These are the basic features incorporated in constitution. Constitutionalism point of view, this constitution tried to adopt best practice of the world, adopted separation of power and values and norm of democracy. The shortcoming of this constitution is indigenous and Madhesi people still feel marginalized by constitutional provisions. A large sector of people think federalism is burdensome. This could be our critical point of view. Now conclusion. The constitution is political legal document that shapes the political and legal system of country. In Nepal, we got 7 constitutions in less than 7 decades, which is not good sign for political stability. The Constitution of Nepal is written by people's representative, which try to incorporate the basic principle of constitutionalism and best practices of world. Bringing dissident group on board will maximize the acceptability of Constitution. Here comes end of our discussion. Feel free to comment and put your observation. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you very much. See you in next video.